Lisa Marie, hey y'all, I hope you're a perfect, whole, and complete. I hope your day is just absolutely beautiful. I hope you're having a fabulous, wonderful time up in here. So I went to this little Sunday market that they have in the neighborhood I live in Accra. First of all, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Lisa Marie. I am a Black American living in Ghana. Next year, March, it will be 6 years straight. I'm not returning back to the U.S. I'm from the U.S. And yeah, so I'm in Accra. And we went a little, I needed to get a few things. So let me show you what I got. Now, I want you to keep in mind that this is $10.60. It's actually 120 Ghana cedis, which is the local currency here. But I put it in dollars for you, so it's $10.60. Also keep in mind that I'm in a place that is the neighborhood I'm shopping in. So that means that it's kind of like a little more expensive. And I also bought something foreign, which also means that costs, I wouldn't have, if they don't, yeah, it's foreign, so it's gonna cost more. Okay, hey, it's Jasmine, how are you? All right, so for $10.60, I got this watermelon, and this watermelon was 20 CDs, $10.60. I also got some coconut water that they open the coconut fresh right in front of you, and then they fill the bottle for you. And that was 30 CDs, and I got the meat, the food, the meat to go with it as well. Okay, now this is all for $10.60. And again, this is not the market where you can get stuff cheaper. I got these smaller cucumbers, local, for 10 CDs, and they were 10 CDs for the all three. So I got some cucumbers because I'm making a dope salad. And then I bought some bananas, small bunches, but also, so this is local, that's why they're little and all their cuteness. And she still was expensive. I think I could have got these small ones, especially in the boats. I could have got so much more, but she gave me the 2 bunches for 30 CDs. It's like $3, but still a lot. It's a lot. And then I was feeling, even though I'm going to go over my weight, then I also got some pawpaw, which is papaya, and they're not going to be ready for a long time, so it was a waste to me. But when they're ready, I guess I'll eat them. That's why I'm going to buy them there. And I got these for 5 CDs each, which is very expensive. You can get 10 CDs and get 4 big ones that would have been ready tomorrow. Or these, I don't know when they're going to be ready. But anyway, let me stop complaining. And then I really wanted some russet potatoes. Well, these feel a little weird. No, they're for $5. And so these were 10 CDs or 20 CDs. I can't remember. But I bought them because I want to make rice, but I also want potatoes too. I'm feeling hungry today. So I got the potatoes. And so the potatoes, the 2 bunches of local bananas, the 2 pawpaws, the coconut water and its meat, and a beautiful watermelon. Altogether, I paid $10.60 for everything. Oh, and the cucumbers as well. I don't think that's bad. I mean, especially you in the local, you in the more expensive, low expensive neighborhood than I'm saying it's a tourist kind of neighborhood. I don't think I did too bad for that amount for $10.60. Happy New Year Day. Hey, the rebirth of wisdom. Good morning. Happy New Day to you. Feeling great. I love to eat chopped cucumber, lemon pepper, and hummus. That sounds so delicious. You got so much, only $10.60. It's incredible. It's incredible. So yeah, I got the watermelon, the pawpaw, the cucumber, the local bananas, the potatoes, the coconut water, and this wonderful amount of meat that is food by itself. We're gonna chow down up in here, but right now I'm gonna make lunch. So for lunch, we're having this beautiful black rice, and we're gonna have potatoes too. I know, 2 starches. I'm hungry. We're gonna eat it, and then we're gonna have a nice juicy salad that I'm gonna put together with cucumbers, and I got avocado in there as well. But right now, we want to open up this watermelon, and we're gonna pray. High tea. It'd be a hit and miss. This is in the freezer because I like it cold fast. So that's in the freezer. Pawpaw has its section, but I'm gonna put this pawpaw. Let's see if I got a paper bag. I do. Because I went to Portland, Thrive Whole Foods, wonderful specialty shop in Accra. A neighborhood called East Lingo. Yeah, okay. Potatoes, we are going to put them away. I'm gonna make them today. I don't know, these potatoes, they feel very weird to me. They feel so hard. Usually they're a little softer. And I like when they soak and they cook faster. Let's see. What I got, this place that's hit and miss, but I needed some things to hold me until tomorrow when I go to the real market to get more stuff. All right, and then the bananas. I think I'm gonna do the same with banana. I want to taste the banana. I love it. It's small. Not bad, but that's not good. They need more time, of course. Hold on. And cucumbers sometimes I actually keep those out for a minute. I'm most happy when I have a full, I don't know, I wouldn't say pantry, but like when I got enough food. Okay, so this was my shopping bag. That's my Saturday market bag. Or, actually not my Saturday market bag, it's my Sunday market bag. But it could be my Saturday market bag. I pray, y'all. We pray every time with the coconut, every time. Y'all, I did my deep cleaning. I hope you all, it looked good now. I pray that you all are doing your deep cleaning. I know I'm starting to put the stuff back when I use it, but I don't remember putting that back. Where did I just put that? Here we go. Where's the spoon? Where's the spoon? Okay, see, practice. I want to thank the Most High. A lot of it on me today, but a little longer, it would have been too soft. A little bit more raw. That's pretty darn good. I must say that this particular place I go to, they building has been pretty good. Well, I'm trying to get it on the soft side, so it's close. I can't tell you what else makes me, I don't know. My blood pressure go down too. Really good though. It's really good. Well, a little longer, it would have been done. It would have been ruined. I'll eat it fast. I washed mine. Oh, you know what? I'm cooking rice, but I have a little left. Only a little bit. I'll eat that first. So, I've been cooking. I've been cleaning, and I'm finished. All my deep cleaning is done. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy. I'm thrilled, actually. Now I gotta clean up stuff like, I feel like I gotta clean up like my computer stuff. It's in the fridge. I'm gonna make some coconut milk. I don't know what I'm using it for, but maybe my next smoothie. Or, I'll just put it in my smoothie tomorrow. So I'll freeze it. I feel like I have to now clean up my electronic, like old emails, the phone itself. I got rid of the stuff in the trash that's been there for probably a year or so, but now I need to get rid of some of the other stuff. I'm still compiling my old videos for sale, and I gotta get those together. I got change. I got the name change to the High Elevation channel, but I gotta change the picture There's some typos, I gotta change that. So I'm working on computer stuff today. And also I got a new master class that's coming in February. I'm gonna do the PDF for that. But now that I got the other stuff out the way, the big stuff, the house, I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. And I'm like, okay, yeah, then I gotta go to the Volta region and do the same. But that's not gonna happen before the new year, it's gonna happen in the new year. But I have a feeling that it's not gonna be that bad. Yeah. Because I really got very clear about what I wanted, didn't want. I mean, I did a nice cleanup. I know that. I'm very concise, so I don't think it'll be a lot of getting rid of stuff. I think it'll be more dusting. Dusting. But I really cleaned it like well before I left, so. And I got some stuff here to give away to the girls in the village. This is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. I'll accept it. But, I started a gratitude list journal every day. I started it today, this morning, before I get out of bed. I got my little cute notebook that I have, and I wrote everything I'm grateful for. And that thing, listen, y'all, I did that years ago. Kept a gratitude list every morning. I do it. Then I would do it every night. I would literally do what I was grateful for in the day. So you can do it morning and night. I think I'm gonna do that. So, but I have one time to do it. I would do it more in the night. Let me tell you why. After the day has ended, because you go about your everyday. We go about it every day, and we think nothing. We think it was an uneventful day. When you sit down and you're grateful for exactly what happened that day, you will find there's so many things that you would have never concentrated on, thought about, considered. And I think when you acknowledge the good in your life, what you're grateful for, I really know, I can tell you the universe gives you more to be grateful for. Try it. It's good to do a gratitude list and you got overall things in your life you're grateful for, but do it this way. Do it what you're grateful for in that day. And so that means do it in the evening. And again, hey cousin, how are you? I know the fresh produce from the motherland is all that. Thank you, the bag is cute. Thank you. I hope you're well. Miss you. But yeah, do it at the end of each day. So in the evening, maybe before going to bed. And you will be, you'll be like, wow. I mean, you'll be grateful for everything. I'm grateful for, I went to the market today. I'm grateful that there is a Sunday market in my neighborhood. Like, you be shocked. And again, I want you to give thanks for what actually happened or what occurred in that day. Because it's easy to say, I'm grateful for all these things, the money, the this, the house. But if you're going to run out of things to be grateful for if you just go overall every single day. If you could see how great your life is every single day, that you really, because it's the days that accumulate themselves that make up the life. It's the moments, it's the memories that make up the life. So if you could pinpoint each day what you're grateful for, what was grateful that day, that was good that day, and every single day you had to do it at night, though, you would be like, wow, every day I got something to be grateful for. Every single day. And it changes the vibrational frequency. It changes the way things come to you. I'm telling you, I did it and it was miraculous. So do it every night, every evening, when the day is over. And you'll find the normal Monday or the normal Tuesday that if you didn't write it down, you would say to people, another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Same old, same old. You won't be saying that. You'll realize, wow, I'm so grateful. And the universe sees it. The universe will be like, I love this grateful, because gratefulness is an attitude. It's a vibration. And vibrations are real. It's energy. And energy is real. You feel it when you walk into a room, good or bad, or indifferent. And for people that don't know how to read energy, I don't know if that exists, because they're walking around the world in a dangerous position. So give thanks every day. Every day, at the end of the day. I'm being very specific because I want you to get the best benefits out of this exercise. So yes, it's wonderful to start off in the morning. You can do both. You feel like if you're going through like a deep cleanse, you're going to do an awakening and awareness. You can do it morning and night. I mean, because some people is in that stage. They want to really change their lives. They're tired of the same old. They're tired of the patterns that they can't seem to get a hold of, and they don't know what else to do. And what they're doing and thinking is more negative than positive. Do a gratitude. So grateful in the morning and grateful at night. I actually like the 42 negative confessions, which are the ascension commandments. And in the morning when you do the 42 negative confessions, you would say, I will not steal, I will not cheat, I will not lie. And at night you would do it again and you would say, I have not stolen, I have not cheated, I have not lied. So it's the same thing, if you think about it. It's on that principle. Because to assess every day how good or not so good you are, good and bad is no judgment, but it will affect you. There's no judgment, but it will affect you. If you go by the Ma'at law, then it is a judgment. Because on the day that, you go into, you ascend, you leave the body, and there's the goddess Ma'at, and she stands there, and she has a scale, and on the scale, she puts a feather on one, and then your heart goes on the other one. And if your heart is not light as a feather, you ain't getting up in heaven, okay? So how they assess that, because you could be, let me tell you about light as a feather. It could be, not that you hurt, killed, made somebody, but you thought negative thoughts that day a lot, or you had said negative words that day, but you didn't catch it. But had you been every day, I have not, or I will not, and then every night I have not, you know that you kept your order. That's why order is so important. So nothing slips away from you. Nothing gets away from you. And nothing can be the great things. And it will change you. It will make you a better person. A better person because you want to be a better person. Because you said to the universe, I want to do it differently. Because you said I want more out of life. So these are things that I've done, and these things have been amazing. I mean, when we talk about a devotee to the spirit, there was times that I was clearly an initiate, or I don't know, like a devotee or something deep, like some person who was, it was all spirit, it was all divine, it was all spirit, it was all divine, it was all spirit, it was all the divine. Like, that spirit is giving me, because where you're not, you're looking like you're out here. People are seeing, let me tell you something, people are seeing you, but you're not normal. Yeah, the normal is a great word to play with. Normal is, I can be like everybody else. That means I'm unconscious most of the time. I'm unaware of what I'm thinking, feeling, saying. That's normal. It's not a judgment. I want you to know this, but I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna be reckless, I'm gonna hurt people's feelings, I'm gonna hurt myself, I'm gonna do, that's a normal life. It's a normal life, it's a normal life. But when you become devoted to spirit, when you become an initiate to spirit, it's not a normal life. It's not a normal life at all. It's prayer and meditation, it's conscious awareness, it's being in the now moment, the present, it's stillness, it's cleanliness close to godliness, it's gratitude journals and my aunt-in-law recitations, and it's a different life. I lived it, I know it. And it's so funny, but if I feel like if I could go back and say the greatest parts of my life, the things that I really could look at and say, wow, I really did that. It was when I was that deeply or that devoted to the divine. So it's a consciousness that you're having. Thank you for the love. It's a consciousness. That's what it is. It's a consciousness. To be conscious of your thoughts, your words, your deeds. And to live that life of, like you said, clean hands, clean heart. And then, of course, the work is being done almost naturally because you're going to have to release to receive. It's a different way of being. And it's like all of us are not called to do that. And when we're not called to do that, it doesn't mean we have a lesser life. Some people might have much more of a life, but they never do those things. Travel all the time, have great friends, enjoy life, money's good, and they drink, smoke, whatever, which is nothing wrong with it, because they have wrote their life out, or their trajectory, as you gather all the lives together, got them where they are. They're blessed. They're doing their thing. They're not called to do that. That's what you got to make sure. Don't get it twisted. You may be called to live a deeply devoted life. And you'll know if you are when you don't stay that connected to the divine, stay that connected, that's a different kind of connection. You notice that your life doesn't really go well and you miss a lot. You get hurt, you hurt others, you suffer mentally, physically, or spiritually, or financially. But when you go back and you really have that devoted life, you notice that everything falls into place. You'll know also that you've been called to a devoted life, that kind of devotion, when you, like me, are in a position where you inspire others. I mean, people pay for the classes, that's pretty much inspirational. See, you can't be like everybody else. The only reason why is because in order to be able to, and I'm going to use this word, but it might not be the best word, to be responsible for so many souls that are coming to you, you have to have a direct line to the divine. It has to be no interference, because, I mean, whether y'all see it or not, hear it or not, or believe it or not, most of the time, I would love to say all of the time, it could be my ego, I'm channeling. And to be able to have to give not just your body, but your mind, and in some instances your soul, to the divine, to speak through you for others. If you don't live that devoted life, it's going to be very taxing to your body, as we have seen many of our elders and teachers, our gurus, if you will. A lot of dis-eases and a lot of struggle, but they were educating the people. So it's not enough to have the knowledge. You also have to have the wisdom. And then you will have the understanding. It's a little 5% nation on y'all. I'm not 5%. But, so I feel like I'm being called to go back to that depth, that deepness, that truth. Mm-hmm. Because you have to evaluate when things happen to you. You gotta go, I'm a nice person, as we all say. I don't know why this happened to me. I'm so nice. You know, that's what we think. I hope you think that about yourself. No. You, my little girl, my dear, this is how the universe, you were out of line. And out of line means out of alignment. When you say to somebody, you think it's out of line, they was out of line. What you're really saying is they were out of alignment with the divine. So Spirit was like, no, that happened to you, child, you was out of line. You was out of alignment. You wasn't aligned. You was aligned to the wrong thing. That's why that happened. It couldn't have happened had you been in alignment. Because like I said, the ones that are called but don't go, they're going to get spiritual beatings, spiritual spankings, however you want to look at it. And it's going to be brutal at times. Because it's like, you're supposed to know better. You're the senior son or daughter. You're the oldest, spiritually speaking, of course. So you have a different kind of responsibility. You can't be effing up like the rest of the ones in the family. Family means your global family. It could be your immediate family, it could be your blood family, it could be your global family, it could be your community. And every time in life, when I look back, because that's what the end of the year we tend to do, that I've not stayed on the straight and narrow, stupid stuff happened to me. What I'm gonna say? When I don't stay on the straight and narrow, and I'm talking about when I say, ooh, child, when I say straight and narrow, oh, shit, only a few can pass through. It's very narrow. You got a big ego. You think you know everything. It's too narrow. You won't get through. It's too narrow. You can't get through. You gotta be able to, every single day. You gotta let go. You gotta let out, and then you can pass through. And I'm being called. Now, what does that look like? Well, I think for different times in your life, it looks like different things. I think that you could ask yourself that question, and the answer might be, you don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. Only the divine knows. That's why you got to stay close to the divine. Because the divine will tell you, show you, whisper to you, you'll get it. And I feel like I'm on that right now. Like, I didn't know none of this I was going to say. I was just trying to show y'all what I got for $10.60. But apparently the universe said, and you're going to show them this too. I don't know what it looks like, because what it was looking like was a program that I followed that I absolutely loved. It was wonderful, but I graduated from it 50 times. That's why I ain't never seen nobody be in high school and graduate 3 times in high school. You're not going to do it. They don't even like to leave you back. We just call it being left back or held back when you academically couldn't make it. They still, after 1 or 2 times, they got to promote you. So I graduated from that school of thought, and it changed me. It's because of it, I am me. But there is something else on a spiritually devotional level that I have not even tapped in, and it's seeming like, now, don't hold me to it because I'm still discovering, that it's a creation, it will be a creation of all that I've ever learned and studied. And then from that, who I became from those things, that's the spiritual program. And it'll be a program that I will create for others, as you should when you have a student or a teacher. You're a student, you have a teacher. Eventually, you become the teacher. Not necessarily to the other teacher, just to the world. That's the way it's supposed to be. You don't get initiated. What are you getting initiated into? That means you get initiated to it in a school of thought or some self-knowledge mastery. You've mastered a certain thing or things. Man, I've been on YouTube for 17 years. If that is not some type of mastery, let's put it in school. Let's put it in school. If I was in school for 17 years, what degree would I have? I probably have, I could think that might be at least 2 PhDs. And if I'm doing it at the same time, it might be 4. And it's quite a few degrees for 17 years. So that means that I can go out in the world and teach on that thing. I've mastered it. I've mastered something. The thing is, I think with, we call it the bashful healer. Yeah, the shy healer, the unaware healer. That's the best word. Because she's doesn't really see herself and all that she's accomplished and the power that she has, she doesn't look for anyone else to see her either. And so she'll keep running into people who can't see her. They eventually see her when she's gone, when it's too late, or healer as well. You know, there's some people in your life, I know you don't know this, somebody needs to hear this today, that they really understanding now. They know what value you have in their lives. And I don't just mean ex-lovers, but that's a big one for sure. Ex-friends, ex-colleagues, ex-co-workers, ex-employers, ex-employees, ex-children. They see you now. They're like, oh my God, she was rare, she was special. And I think it's like it happens energetically. So the moment that you really see yourself, that's what I feel like 2026 says. Spirit says, this is what I would like you to work on. This is what is going to be the thing for you, Lisa Marie, in 2026. Knowing thyself. Written in the hieroglyphs in the walls of Kemet. The most repetitive and significant writings, if you will, is to know thyself. And now I finally know what it means. I used to think it was to know who you are, where you come from, your culture, your history. No, it means to know how powerful, unique, and different that you are, because you have another kind of calling. There's certain things that you might have done in the past, and it's way in the past. You'll never do it again. You've mastered your sexual desires. You mastered lying, cheating, and stealing. You mastered not doing those things. You mastered not doing those things. You mastered. Don't do that. It's not you. It's not you. You mastered that. That's very powerful. Most people are very carnal, very earthly, very flesh motivated. You're not that person. You've mastered those things that you don't do. You don't even feel it. You mastered maybe diet and routine. You mastered. In any other society, if you said, I am a vegan for 35 years, you would actually be respected because you've mastered the call of the flesh. Or I'm celibate for this long, or I'm not motivated by sex, or I'm not carnal, like, oh, when I'm in a relationship, that's it. It's me and that person. I don't even look at nobody else. I mean, other people, some people even recognize that there's other good-looking people. I don't even see nobody else. I be like, look, because I got other stuff to do. Let me tell you how you might be a chosen one, or you might be a called one. I like the chosen one, we hear that a lot, For me, when I'm in a relationship, I don't even see another man. I don't even see another man that I would be attracted to. There might be 1,000 attractive men, but the Most High makes that go away because I got what I want. I got other things that I'm doing. I got to get up at 4 a.m. I got to go to bed at 8. I got to make sure my food is organic. I got to make sure I'm doing my yoga and meditation. I'm building empires. I'm collecting land in this. So my man is the partner we're going to be doing this together. It's a seriousness about me that I've always had. I've always had it. People, I remember when I was young, like, oh my God, you're so serious. I'd be like, when I think about that now, it's like, wow, me? But yes, you are kind of serious, Lisa Marie. You're kind of serious. And I didn't even realize that because everything was thankful to love. Everything was meaningful to me. Let's think about what that is. Why did I do that? Why do you think that happened? Because I grew up that way. My mom would make us think about it. Some people do something and then they get in trouble for it. Not us. We'd be like, so why do you think that happened to you? I was bad? No, he wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Why do you think that thing happened to you? What do you think it was trying to tell you? Can you imagine growing up like that? Everything's deeper. It's a deeper world. You've been called. So when you attract people that have not mastered that, you wasn't doing your job. You was all because you are highly devoted. I want you to get the picture. Maybe we need to explain the devotee. The first time I ever heard of the word devotee, thank you for the love. First time was when there was a sister in the Bay Area where I lived. Sister Amina, oh my God, if you ever watch this, I love you. She loved this Indian guru. She's now passed, named Amma Chi. I think they called her the hugging goddess or the hugging guru. And she used to come to California a lot. Yeah, she's amazing. Dark Indian woman, nice. And she literally people, I mean, I was there for 7, 8 hours. You sit and then somebody else goes to her and gets hugged and blessed. Somebody else goes to her and get hugged and blessed. So of course she would take us to the ashram. And they were all the people that were there for Amma was considered devotees. First time I understood the idea of devotion. And some might call it worship. It didn't feel like worship. It felt like this is what I'm devoted to. This is what I believe. This is the way I want to go. This is the path, as the Buddhists use that term, the path that I'm going to go, and I feel this path. I'm devoted to this path. So I'm no devotee. And then I found Queen of Forsaken Woman, and that was such a devoted. Now there's a lot of people that do Queen of Forsaken Woman. They ain't got it. They don't have it. It's just the act. They just like the ceremony and wear the nice clothes. They thank you for the love. They just want to wear an ankh on their head and say love and light. And I'm gonna call it out because I've been in that thing for a long time. They take other people's husbands, but they say they're sacred women. They're not. They're not. They didn't do the deep work. You gotta do the deep work. The deep work is because they were not called. They were not called. So there's people that may be praying, meditating right to the same person that you may be at least being devoted to, but they still ain't called. Called is the ones that go through the thing and the fire and live, I don't want to say a righteous life because that feels so judgmental and like fire and brimstone, but I say righteous in a way, a right life. We know right from wrong. We know we don't lie, cheat, and steal. We know we don't treat people. We know, I had my ex-husband was atheist. But his moral compass was higher than some of the most religious people that I know. Because he believed that was the most important. That you didn't need religion to know that you don't do this to people, not purposely. And when you don't listen to the call, and when you don't, you fall off, and you out there halfway, and you ain't following intuition, because intuition is not something, yeah, it's granted to all of us, but that don't mean you know how to use it. You got legs, baby born with legs and arms, but they don't know how to use it when they first come out. They gotta learn. You gotta learn how to use it, and that goes through devotion, living a devoted life. And you know, like in this modern times, we're so scared to even say that, oh my God, I've been called to live a devoted life. It's kind of like we want to be cool, and it doesn't seem very cool or modern to be a priest or a priestess. Especially in the United States, especially, in developed countries, so to speak. I'm starting to see why I was called to Africa, and because I see that there's a lifestyle that when that family, or I think about Tibet, when they, look for the Dalai Lama, it's not that they look for it, he's born. They look for the attributes. And then he's isolated so he can be trained, right? There's things here, the Queen Mother or Princess, and the way they're isolated, or the priests or the priestesses. It's my calling, it's always has been. I don't need a script to do a YouTube. I need to write it out. I don't need to think about what I'm about to say before I say it. I don't even know what I'm about to say before I'm saying everything. I really thought we was going to talk about this $10.60 grocery haul. The thing is too, when you visit, but that's okay because even the highest of the high has to visit the lower rungs. You got to go into the underworld. Because then you're just speaking from a place you've never been, and people tend not to believe you. You have to. The underworld could be the shadow self, the dark night of the soul, but you got to go to the underworld, and you got to see how slimy it is down in there. And you won't like it. It won't feel good. You'll be so sensitive. Somebody else could go in the underworld and hang out with the underworld people, and nothing happens to them. You go in the underworld just one time, you jacked up. I was thinking like, Spirit, why you gotta make me more sensitive to food than other people? Because you're a sensitive light being. You look at it as a curse, but it's a blessing. Most people are walking through life deaf, dumb, and blind, and it's okay because that is a path too. The deaf, dumb, and blind path is a path. Just know your path. It's not a judgment. Some people got to be crawling on all fours. It's great. It's a wonderful place. You're going to learn from all fours, just like you're going to learn from the two upright. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. You are the person that comes into people's lives, not to make them miss you later, but to realize what they were missing all along. That's what you come into people's lives for. Nothing compares to you. The fake over the real. But, we're all connected. I mean, from lifetime to lifetime. Like, my house, like we grew up, reincarnation was a way of life. I know, it's after death, right? And you go into another one, it's life. It's not like I wonder if reincarnation is real. Oh, no, not my house. That's it. You're going to reincarnate. You did. We believe past lives. We believe that there's certain people that come into your life, absolutely karmic. Do you know what I mean when I say karmic? You and that person had a lesson, something that you can fix it, you can end this, and you can go about your merry way in eternity. You'll know it like things like this. Age gaps will show it to you. Cultural, religious gaps will also be a big part of it. Because nobody will understand why you like each other, why you're together, but it's a soul tie. But not in a way that is almost negative. It means your soul and their soul agreed to come back. And this time you agreed when you were up there that you were going to do it better because you're trying to master this thing. You keep doing the person wrong. You keep not realizing who they are until they're gone. When you know you're at a lower level, this meaning a not mastered level, you haven't mastered those 7 deadly sins, you know what I'm saying? Lust. If you know that, because a lot of people know it, like, okay, I'm not there, right? But you get a chance to meet somebody at a high level, that is the soul tie. That is the spiritual part. That is the many lifetimes. That's the soulmate. Every time you see it, when it comes to you, like, oh my God, wait a second, this is it, and I effed up before, but you gotta be, that's why you gotta be spiritually knowledgeable. So when that thing that's supposed to be for you comes, you'll know it. You'll be like, oh, this is her, this is him. And you can talk, you'll be like, listen, you feel it? I feel it too. You know we messed up before. And it doesn't mean that you and that person will go and stay in this lifetime and be together or even be lovers. May not even be lovers. It just means that you can't keep doing that what you've done. You've got to get it right, and you don't. A lot of times be like, oh, I met this person before. I feel like I've been with this person before. It's because you have on a soul level, but why are you back together again? We should always think about that when we meet somebody. Like, okay, I just met this person and I'm feeling this connection. is this a soul tie? Is this a past life connection that we have to fix? Or is this my man, my man, my man, my woman, my woman? It's not always your man or your woman. It's not always. So I know I've been through a lot this year. It could have been the worst year, but it kind of was the greatest. Because it brought me back, I didn't even notice, to a deeply devoted life to the divine. And for that, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Hey, Love to Travel, good morning. Hey, Lisa Mobley. Good morning, Lakeisha. Hey, William. Hey, Soft Life Chick. Grand Rising. How do you go to the underworld? Oh, when you get into situations or relationships, that's one way. Where the person is, you can't even believe you met somebody that could be that hurtful or demonic, or things start happening to you. Your employer is just a monster to you, but nicer to everybody else. But how you go there is you stepped off the other path. You know who goes to the underworld the most? The people that already live there. There's people that live in the underworld, they ain't coming out. They agreed this lifetime to be in the underworld because everybody played a part, and we need those people. When I say go to underworld, it means you were up in this higher realm, but it was a deeply devoted life. In other words, it was quite strict. So for whatever reason, because you probably stayed in one, you didn't continue to grow, you start staying in the same place and got bored. So you wanted to take a walk on the wild side, subconsciously. So you invite the wild side, the underworld, people that live there, to come into your life. And it could be a mother, father, it could be a long lost friend, a cousin, it could be a lover, it could be an employer, it could be whatever it is. And they're gonna take you somewhere you can't believe. You're gonna be discarded, hurt, maimed some places, punished, treated, and you're gonna go, what the hell? How the hell do I get out of this one? But on some level, you needed to visit that because you went around in the world thinking that everybody was like you, when in fact, at that point, you were not even like you. You lost. You went astray. Is that what the Christians say? You went astray. Because you thought that all that grace and protection and favor was just given to you. You didn't know you actually worked for it, as above, so below, as within, so without. So, and it could be written too. If you want to talk about the occasional records, you can call it whatever you want. I mean, it could be written that you at this point was going to visit the underworld because it could be written that you were going to go astray and get lost and visit the underworld and meet demons in the flesh and realize that they exist. Because when you're up there and you don't see down there, you think it doesn't exist. So when your people come to you, because you are here for the people, and they say, hey, I'm experiencing this. Hey, I met this person like this. Hey, somebody treated me like this. You can't really relate because you ain't never really met nobody like that until you have. And then you go, oh, shit. This is the underworld. Just saying. Did you learn anything? You learned a lot. You needed to go there. You needed it. Because you had to decide, are you wicked or are you not? And when you go down there, you be like, you know what, this is low, like I am not this wicked, I can't do it, I gotta get out. Usually the underworld could kill you. Some people don't make it back from there. That's why you gotta be careful who you with, and because some people are so, they'll walk on the wild side as a normal way of life. And they're connecting to demonic energies all day, every day. I remember I was in a relationship and I would, one time making love to my man, I would always get a UTI or something like that. Some people could mess with somebody that is also messing with other people and never get anything, never feel anything, because they're on the level, but the sensitive ones are going to feel it right away, or you get sick, or you get... That's when you should know, oh wow, I ain't built for the underworld. I'm too precious for this. I've done too much work, because the work matters. The work is still work done. It still counts. It's PTO time. You know what I'm saying? You put something in there, you can take it out. I hope that helps you on that one. Good morning, Kristen. Wow, this is deep. Oh, yeah, this is so deep. So you know why it happens? Because it's actually supposed to wake you up. So it's like, wake up. You don't want to be down here. You ain't built for this. And you will not be confused about, oh, my path. I know I used to do this, but that's boring. What do I do now? How do I get on the right path? You're going to know how to get on the right path. You're going to run so far away from the underworld and underworld activities that you will be so devoted. You'll be the most devoted person to the divine than you've ever been in your entire life. That's why it was necessary, if you can survive it. You've got to be able to survive it. But you also, too, what I learned from delving into the underworld is that you only can get down there if you don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you are and they tried to lure you, you would never go. You'd be like, I know who you are. I'm not going down there with you. I could honestly say the power that I have in me, I did not know. And that's why you got to be careful about hanging out with people from the underworld. Because some people, they know, they actually suck your energy so that they can move around and be a part of the world and look normal. They need you, they know. So think about it, if you knew somebody else if you knew you would never be attracted, they could never get near you, because you would know how powerful you are and your power would overpower theirs. They don't really have power, because they take the power from others. So not knowing is absolutely dangerous. It's absolutely dangerous not to know how powerful you are. Because you're thinking you just, oh, I'm normal. You're not normal. You got up at 4. For 20 years, you got up at 4 a.m. That's not normal. For 20 years, you went to bed at 8 a.m. For 20 years, you ate no meat, no flesh, no this, no that. For 20 years. 25 years. That's devotion. That's training. That's priestess. (2025) I was completely in the underworld. Actually, 2025 is when I started coming out of the underworld, because I was there before that. I almost died. I almost didn't make it. It was very close. I think I was never going to die, but I really wanted me to feel like it, and let me know, you want to play over here? You better get up early then. Okay. You better don't drink, don't smoke, don't this, don't that. You already know. You already know. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? You can't hang with them. You ain't that good. And when you know it, when you get on your knees, how do you get out of the underworld? Or either you get so beaten you down to the ground. I had a sister in my life, been with me for 30 years. She was like, listen, you want to die for that mother effer? You want to not dig in deep and what you do? You can't see where this is. You can't see where this is coming from. And then she said, okay, what we're going to do the inner work, because let's go back to your father. Yeah, we had to go back. Let's go back to your father. What? Do you need to reconcile with him even though he's deceased? Do you need to forgive him for something? She was on me. What you going to do? Because I can see, if you want to die, I'll leave you alone. But if you want to live, I'm going to be with you. She pulled me out. I'm doing the work at night. heart all bad, thyroid's jacked up, blood pressure through the roof. In a room, in this little ass room, in this little ass apartment with nobody, knew nobody. And then the night and the day, dying. On some heart damn pills and jacked up. So I've been on the other side. I know what it looked like. And I'm writing and this and crying and coming out and saying, no, I want to live, I'm ready. No, oh my God. And when I came out of that little place and moved to the city, in that case, that's where I needed to be, I resurrected. And when I resurrected, all the demons went back to hell. Save yourself, save your soul, save yourself. Demons went back to hell, honey. They started like, oh no, she's waking up. Oh no, I gotta get away. Oh no, I gotta find my kind. It was rough, but it was beautiful. It was rough, but it was beautiful. So, if it's the will of God, I will never have to visit that again. I know what it is. I know that side. I don't want to ever go there again. I almost can't believe that it exists, but I know it does. I mean, I say I know it exists, and I can teach in a different way. I can understand in another way. It's very interesting. That's true. Kristen knows. Let's look at this right. So, therefore, I am being called. Hold on, y'all, please. I am being called. So you would think I only got one spoon. You would think that. But I only use one spoon. To get into the devoted life. Oh, yeah. We're done. This black life is part of the devoted life. This black life. Right. I think we need some more time. Yeah. I'm gonna give some more time. I wasn't watching. Yeah. Here we go with my button, okay? All the folks run my life. But you never made any sacrifice. Demons there on my trail. And I'm standing at the crossroads of hell. I look to the left, I look to the right. Hands they grab me on every side. Some say the devil be a walking man. Some say the devil be a mystical thing. I say the devil be a walking man. He a fool, he a liar, a conjurer and a thief. Try to tell you what you want, try to tell you what you need. Oh yeah. I've been on the other side. Let me turn this down, my spirit's starting to turn it down more. I've been on the other side. Don't go there. Don't go there. But if you went there, it's only, why do you say, oh, why did that happen to me? Because you are ignoring your calling. Sorry, I didn't conclude. You ignore your calling, and the universe ain't having it. So get back on track. And ask Spirit in the new year, in this time, right now, in the whole year, ask Spirit to show you the way. And I guarantee you, and I'm pretty sure, it's going to be a life of devotion. And that has degrees. It looks different for everyone. like I said, if you knew, I mean, I was supposed to die, destroyed. At least if I wasn't dying, I was supposed to have went mentally ill out of my mind. I was supposed to have been walking around like a mad woman. I was supposed to go away or just, yeah. That's how powerful you always were. Somebody used to always say to me, "You just too strong. You just too strong." You are. For those that can't handle it, you're too strong. It's a lesson learned. I saw what's going off the path, Matt. The deeply devoted path, I witnessed, I lived through it, and I now know. Shocked they are. This woman is not just walking, but walking well, standing, but standing well, confident like what? Creative like what? Strong like what? Beautiful like what? Brave like what? Courageous like what? Called like what? I would say that some was lucky. Some are so demonic they don't feel like they're lucky. They'll never see you, and that's your gift, and that's to your advantage. Stay on the light side. Stay on the light side. It'll work out for you. So I'm gonna be doing that. I got a new masterclass coming, and I haven't really gotten it together yet because I know it can't come. It's like don't serve no wine before it's time. Yeah, it's not. It hasn't fully all come to me, but when it does, it'll start February 1st, Sunday. It'll be every other Sunday, and it's for Black women only, as always, as usual. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, yes, okay. Oh, you from Namibia? Well, I welcome you, Aaron. I welcome you. All right, y'all. I will see you all in the next video. I thank y'all so much. 22 people, 10 thumbs up. What a wonderful morning that I get to spend with you. Is it morning here? It's afternoon here, but it's morning here. I'm in Ghana, and this is how we do it. Spirit has one more thing to tell you. You are so powerful, though, that you are kind of, the wicked admires you. They actually listen to you. They came to hurt you. They came to send negative vibration, but you're so powerful that they're actually learning and growing too. They're not taking physical notes, but they're taking mental notes. You are a source of healing even for your enemies. You are a source of healing even for those that wanted to kill, destroy, and get rid of you. It's the most, you're so amazing. That's what I'm saying. That's pretty powerful. They're paying attention to you. There's an allure, an attraction. But you have to guard that energy. And you do it by being a devotee to the spiritual work and the spiritual divine. It's a deep life. It's a holy life. And you're not missing anything. There's nothing out here more important and more beautiful than that connection to the divine. And also, it is really your protection. Every time you walk away from that path, them devils, them demons, they is waiting for you, child. They're waiting for you. Don't forget. I love y'all. You talking to me, Queen. Give thanks. Give thanks. It's all spirit too, Queen. I'm telling you, because it's coming. I thought I was talking about some $10.60, and I feel you, and I feel every other sister that this is. They feeling it too, because I feel it. But we made it, girl. We made it. We made it. This was our challenge. This was our initiation by fire, and we came through. And we rose, right, like the ashes. Yeah, we are the phoenix. We are truly the phoenix. Ascension, ascension, No dissension. We did that already. We didn't like it. It wasn't for us. Love y'all. I have followed you for years and I trust you. Says, thank you, Soft Life Chick. Thank you. One of the only ones that I love you for that. Thank you. We got through another year. And Kristen, you know too. We'll talk more about it, ladies. I could feel it. More to come. Have a beautiful, blessed day and be thankful. Do that little exercise I told you. I'll come again tomorrow and really break it down. Peace and love.